hope we're good.
So we're gonna leave the
Hope we're good. We're gonna leave that there. Dinner, pretty much. What do I want to start talking about first? Okay, so I have stuff ordered for the radio. I'll continue that later. I've done more testing off camera and trying things out. And I don't know if I said this on camera yet, but I believe, or at least not on stream, I'm pretty sure. I believe it's one of the transistors that are bad. That is bad. And the way I can tell is when I tested it, the 3 prongs, 2 of them, so the outer ones, could go to the middle, but the middle couldn't go to the outer, and this one couldn't go to that one. And the way they were numbered and stuff, or lettered, I mean, it shows that nothing is supposed to work like that. So on top of that, also the heat part of it that screws into or screws onto another heat sink looked burnt. So and it's also right next to the capacitor that blew. So I'm thinking that's the problem. I'm hoping that's the problem. I went ahead and ordered that and all but one replacement capacitors for the whole radio except for that one capacitor and the cassette player. Cassette player, I ordered a new belt again because the belts I got were 1 millimeter thick square belts, and the one that was in it was 1.2 millimeters thick, which is a huge difference on that scale. So I went ahead and just ordered a set of hopefully the right ones. Those should arrive sometime hopefully this week. I ordered that stuff. So the stuff I've ordered that still has yet to arrive. The bearings, the side yoke bearings here. Radio belt, the pinch rollers for the radio, replacing those. And the capacitors, transistor. And the one that I didn't order was because I couldn't find exact capacitance for that. So in the same form factor. So I just decided to leave it for now. That was a whole rabbit trail. But for today, I have differential kits, rebuild kits, and stuff for it, and yay. So the plan is to sort of follow the manual. I went ahead and read through most of it, if not all of it. I don't really know. I read a lot of it and figured stuff out. And what I'm going to start out with is I'm going to go ahead and put the carrier back in and squeeze it on either side and test for movement. If there's any movement, I will need to add shims to the carrier or increase the shims thickness. Because on this setup, the shims are behind the bearings. So when you press new bearings on there, you gotta be extra sure your shims are right, or else you have to take off the bearings and risk damaging them. So highly unfortunate that's the way this is, but that's the way this is. So I'm probably gonna clean that up first, clean this up a little bit, or as a little bit, I guess. Put that in there, test for that. Then after that's done, take it back out and wait a minute, can I do this? No, of course not. That'd been too easy, right? Yeah, nah, it's too thick. Put one there. Sorry, I'm trying to think of a better way to do the dial gauge since this is aluminum. All right, so after I test for that, take it back out, take this apart so I can replace the broken clips and the clutch pack. Put that back together. Probably go ahead and put the new bearings on. I'll do measurements and stuff, make sure they're all good, and have that ready to go back in. Might do one more test after it's fully together. Then after that, oh, another thing I ordered, because after I read the manual here, I learned that I need a pinion depth thing, and there is a generic one, and I don't have to get the exact tools that this manual requires. So I can get away with a generic one. So I went ahead and ordered a generic one that should hopefully be here at some point. They were doing a deal, so I went ahead and ordered with the generic one the tools I need to hammer out the wheel bearing spindle here, a tool to set up the new bearings, and a tool to draw it in for installation, because apparently you need 3 tools for that one task. Yeah, so that's ordered with it, and I still didn't manage to get the full deal for whatever reason. The website didn't like me, I guess. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe there's some programming on it that didn't include certain order items in the order for whatever reason. Discounted items couldn't do that. But I still got free shipping, and it was still probably the best deal out there. I think it was Jags or something. But so that stuff's on the way. I think there might have been a couple other things I ordered with that. Oh yeah, like a thing that greases your wheel bearings for you, like a container thing, and then also some Timken grease. So that's all hopefully on the way soon. And a little side thing I might do, not to well, maybe, I don't know, if it gets too hot or if I have time after stream, is I have my server which does file backups or has file backups on, and also runs my security cameras. Here's one. I have security cameras in here. That might be getting a case upgrade, because I somehow a nice lady I know went to a yard sale, and I'm kind of her IT guy. I kind of help her with IT stuff. And she saw a computer case with a power supply for sale at the yard sale for $40. And she texted me and was like, "Hey, you want this?" And I looked at it, and it looked good. So I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll buy that." So I went out and got it, and it is a Lee computer case. Lee, $40 with a power supply. The power supply is I think it's an 850 watts rated gold, but if you look at the next or the reviews and stuff, there's there's question as to whether it's actually rated gold or if it's bronze or whatever. So, or should be rated that because of stuff. But anyway, so it's 80 plus rated, 850 watt. So I'm probably going to put that on the security camera server and use that for that. So I almost put would split it out and then put the case for my main computer, because my main computer is running on, you're in a case that's retrofitted. It's an old case that I've modded out a lot so that it would fit modern hardware and have like cool stuff on it. Very nostalgic case, and the Lee case would look sharper. It would look better. It would look cleaner, and it would have a front USB-C port and all that, and would be nice. But I'm just too nostalgic for the old case I have. So I guess I'm just gonna put the nice case, or put the server in the nice case for whatever reason. But anyway, so that's later. Not right now. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna hit record. All right. But yeah, for now, let's start on this. I'm probably gonna go ahead and make a tweet. Give me a second. Alright, use photo. Live now. Alright. Sweet. So, all right. Let's see. I'm hungry. Gloves. Oh, while I was cleaning this off earlier, this container didn't have a lid on it. Hit on its side and spilled some Diff fluid on the floor, so I need to clean it up actually at some point. Don't let me forget that. Please. Hmm. Hmm. It's not super hot out of here, but it is pretty warm and humid. So, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I'm gonna try these out. They seem kind of expensive, so hopefully they're either really good or obviously not good, so I don't buy them again. Or they're really good and I'll just buy them and use them for stuff. What? Why would it do that? Okay, come on. Just give me one. There's only like, what, 20 wipes in here? 30? Anyway, so they're gunk off the wipes. So you don't have to wet up shop towel or anything. Gunk, I should say, not gunk off. Gunk off is combining multiple brands there, I guess. Or two. That wouldn't quite work out. Alright. Yeah, that's and these cleaned up. Let's do these later, especially. Let's move the grease off the bearings here. Apparently I'm supposed to treat this more fragilely than I have been, so I think I got new bearings. Because I have not been treating this very fragile. Like, unfortunately. Alright, so I don't need the green gear on here, thankfully. For this. Wipes are used up. Alright. Probably would have been better to spray it before doing all that, but oh well. I think this goes in this way. Right? Yeah, it would have to go in this way. Okay. So grab these again. The J is right, so there's a sideways J and then there's an upright J. Okay. So cleaning off some of this old grease stuff off this. Make sure I get good measurements here. Maybe I use that first wipe kind of wrong. I need to clean the surface a little bit first and then use the wipe, it looks like. And the other one, that's right, I forgot to double check I didn't swap the races over. I don't think I ever did that. So many things to keep track of what I'm supposed to be doing. So many things to do. And so many things messing up real life. In real life, I mean. Right now. That's just a lot right now. But I'll survive. I'll make it. I'll survive. Lord Merlin. Just gonna hope that it's on the right side here. Test. Alright, so I think this works. Bearing with that one, yep. Maybe. Should we go this way? Alright. No? Hold on. One uses sideways, one is upside up and down. So I would make this one going this way. Yeah, okay. Which means that's on the outside. Okay. Alright. Okay. So that's seated. Looks to be seated. I don't need to put these in tight, just snug, I think. It seems to be hard to even do that right now, for whatever reason. Hope you all had a good 4th of July. I enjoyed mine. Had some family come over and we enjoyed some pool time, and well, they went to the pool, I didn't, but enjoyed the excessive heat and, you know, or somewhat excessive heat. I've had quite the day, actually. That's not right. Something not right on that side. So, over the break, I had Thursday off. I look at my rent charges, and I see two actually, charging me for insurance. So I was like, well, that's weird. They didn't tell me anything about that. So I messaged them, emailed them. They respond, oh, your insurance is no longer compliant because our system detected it's missing this information. And I was like, okay, it's been fine for months, but nothing's changed. Literally nothing has changed in months. Why is it suddenly now non-compliant? But anyways, I forwarded that to my insurance agent. And of course, it's holiday weekend, so she doesn't get back to me until Monday. And then she eventually responds, and she responded today, actually. And had updated the information so that it matches what's needed for the apartment complex. I was like, cool. So I forwarded that to the apartment complex, asking, hey, can you remove the fee that you just threw at me without even telling me about it randomly? And they respond, no, can't do that. Your insurance doesn't meet the minimum requirements, and it's still missing this information. To which I looked and I said, no, it does meet your requirements. This is what the minimum this is. And then I looked at the paper again, or the new proof of insurance. I was like, yeah, that information is on the new proof of insurance. It's right there. To which they responded, oh, our mistake. We'll update your insurance information in the system. Okay. So I don't know if they're going to reimburse me for the fees that they just tagged on arbitrarily. Then I look at my bank account and I realize my payment for last month, that's supposed to go at the beginning of this month, never went out, and that's set on auto payments. Why is this not going in right? And lo and behold, I was putting that off because I knew it had auto payment set on it, and I figured my bank was just processing it slow because of the holiday weekend. And lo and behold, today I look at it, and there's a $90 fee, late fee, on my account, and nothing is processed. So I send out another email like, hey, sorry to keep bothering y'all, but I am not. Why is this not getting all the way? All right, hang on. Let me. There's a faster way to do this. There would be a faster way to do this. Where's my Milwaukee? Anyways, I was like, hey, what's with this extra charge or late fee? Is the automated system broken? Did it try to do it and fail? Like, what happened? Why did I have an automatic payment system that was been set up months ago and has worked fine since? And this time it didn't work. It didn't do anything. What's up with that? You know, in a nicer, shorter email than what I just said. But I kept looking at it, looking into it, and then I realized, oh, and they never responded. Oh, I have a cap to how much money the auto pay will take out. And if it's above that cap, apparently it just doesn't do anything. It doesn't notify you. There it goes. It doesn't do anything. It just sits there apparently and doesn't go through. So I sent another email. I was like, hey, sorry, found the problem. I feel like this should notify me if the auto payment can't go through. Also, I still haven't gotten reimbursed for that thing. I am very unhappy. But I'll get over it. And they have not responded. So that has been my day. Very frustrated about this whole situation. And I went ahead and just paid the bill. I got that out of the way so they don't have to, well, so that they don't charge me for another late fee, because I think they charge it daily. So yeah. On top of that, I've been putting money into the Corvette here more than I should have. Recently, that is, like, all at once kind of stuff. And also, it's been hot, so the AC's been using more electricity. This took a lot longer than I wanted it to. All right. And I think our water bill is also higher this year, or this month. If there is play in this, it is minuscule. So let's grab a dial. Oh. So I've pulled out of my emergency fund, and I might end up, with everything going on, I might end up postponing some of my savings to rebuild that emergency fund quicker. And my savings right now is going towards buying a house, saving for a down payment for a house. So that is a real big bummer because that's something I really, really, really want right now. But yeah, if I can't do anything, let's this way. Oh, but yeah, if I keep having to spend money and being irresponsible in my money spending and impatient with ordering parts and stuff like that, then yeah, things are just gonna have to wait. The house might have to be one. About one out that way. And less than like that way, or maybe. Oh, I moved it, I think. And that's another thing. I need to get like a flat piece of steel, drill some holes in it, and then bolts to this so I can put this on this and get more accurate measurements. I moved the wheel. They're supposed to do this with a special tool or the original bearings. Or special tool would be something that goes instead of the original bearings on here. I think it's just so it doesn't have to press in. Problem is, I don't know if I'm moving the wheel and that's causing it to move. I think that is what's happening. Or if it's good. Every time I touch something here, that needle moves like crazy. It's just not stationary. What's going on here? Now I'm getting no movement, which is good, but at the same time, apparently there's a tool like spreader kind of tool that's supposed to pull this apart. So it like latches onto the face of this and spreads it out ever so slightly. But this one is aluminum, so I guess it doesn't need that. It has stuff comes out fine. It's not like super tight or loose even, but yeah. So I think we're fine. What was the what's the actual measurements I'm looking for? Capable minimum of this. Mounted shims, yeah, stack. Okay, so if there's any play, I would add that amount in shims to the shim. But since these are the original shims, stuff, wow, I'm sweating already. Should be fine. Okay. Ow. Okay. So it's as I hoped. As far as I can tell, they're good. Without getting like a bar or something to put across here and stuff. I mean, I have metal, but I would have to cut it. That's loud. I don't have a lot of cutting stuff right now. I mean, I probably have enough. I don't want to use it all up, you know? I don't know. Because I only have like a Dremel with discs, and those are chewed through pretty quickly. I might have a cutting wheel somewhere for the whatever it's called, angle grinder. But that thing scares me, and it's loud, and it vibrates a lot. I really don't like it. Oh. Bad miles drill on me. Where is my walkie? Oh. I don't know, I might add a microscopic bit more of resistance to that, but I don't know. Don't. Alright. So now begin the fun task of trying to take this apart. So apparently there are washers of some sort on either side of this. And the way to get them out is to put pressure with a tool on this, and that will separate these enough to spin this out or something like that. I don't know. Or something along those lines. Unless I can just like spin this out. Nah. I don't know. I somehow need to put pressure on that. This is the part I was not so sure I'd be able to do today because I still haven't figured out how to do it. Wow, this table is not much of a table, is it? What? Why? Ah, give it back. Thank you. So there's something that needs to come apart. There's no way around that. So I'm thinking Maybe this tool can get in there and spread that. But then again, I think it also needs to rotate. I don't know. I try to find all these OEM tools that the manual calls for online, but they're either super expensive or they're too expensive, or they're just part of the tool, or they're too, or they just don't exist anymore, or some combination of that. So, I don't know. If I use this to spread it some, put some pressure on it at least. Okay, does that give me clearance to deal with this stuff? Or am I just... I don't know how this is coming apart at all. Put pressure on that. Supposedly that will needs to go forward a bit. So now that washer out. All right. Maybe. On this side? Yeah, both sides, I don't know. Hmm. Oh. I remember trying to look up like a tool, generic tool for this, but I didn't find any. Maybe I have to look up a YouTube video, see someone else do it, see what they did. And this is out of whack because it clips missing. So maybe if I punch this back in place, it'll move more. It's getting replaced anyway, so in theory it is. If I can get this thing apart, that is. Come back together. Okay, that is more aligned. Alright, so now the clutches are more aligned. I think that's what that tool does. At least I'm just basing off what the instructions, the manual says. So I think, so it goes in here, and there's like another piece that goes in here, and you tighten it here, and I think that spreads it out. I mean, that's the only thing I can think it does other than give leverage. I am sweating like crazy. Try to punch it around, but I don't want to damage the gears or anything. Another thought would be to use like a bolt, this, go down in there, and use washers to pull it up through. That would relieve at least one side. And then maybe do the same on the other side. I don't even know if this is good for that. No. I need some pretty strong washers, I'd imagine. Something like that. Then run it down. Put something stronger than these. And that would theoretically pull that end up. Let's just see what it does here. No, this might be too rusty to even try that. That's not good. This would be cleaned up first. Might be onto something with that though. I don't know. Alright, I think I'm gonna look some stuff up online first. Or I'm just gonna be sitting here twiddling my thumbs for too long. Alright, let's see. Gotta plug in the camera. I'm actually going to swap out the battery too because this battery didn't have a full charge when I started. All right. Oh, why not? Right way. There we go. Okay. Dane 34. Watch replace. All right. That does not look like mine at all. Like at all. What even? Well, that'd be nice if my camper like that, but no, that's not even remotely the same. All right, this is a short. So this is me watching someone else remove it successfully, but not show how he got to that point. What? Why? 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 See, that one also comes in half. What was is the answer to drill new holes in it and machine it and then cut it in half or whatever? Oh, hey, you. Uh-huh. Sweet. That looks similar to mine. Let's see what happens. Uh-huh. 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 Ring gear. Yep. Surprised it did on the bench like that. Cool. Alright, so remove the retaining pin thing. Cool. So, uh-huh. Bearing tool. What? Just, oh, you're going straight for the bearings. Yeah, I figured I'd do the bearings. It's just, that's not the part I'm stuck on. Unless I need the bearings to be removed first. I mean, that's possible, but... Nice. We get stuck here, it looks like. New bearings with die grinder, okay. Part 2. Whoop. Yeah, I'm gonna be removing the bearings. And I'm lagging. Still removing bearings. First time out with more exciting bills. What? Whoa. What about the inner pieces? How did you get that? Did you replace the clutch? At nippy? Well, it's not nippy here. It's pretty hot. Okay. Okay. Wait, what? Do I remove those first? And he's not figured it out either. Well, does he figure it out? That's the question. Does this guy figure it out? Oh, he's just going straight for the punch then. Okay. Grass punch. I mean, could do that, but I feel like I'd mar or lessen the surface on those shins. That's why I'm not replacing him. At least I don't plan on replacing. I don't want to buy more stuff, you know. I've already bought enough stuff for this project. Yeah, so he has it apart. I want to see him. I want to see him get it together. Sorry, dude. I'm just going through your videos like this. All right. So yep. And for that, it's cleaning and stuff. Looks like. Is he getting assembly done or is he just cleaning? Come on. Come on, YouTube. Fan is a big help right now. I don't know if I'm killing my frame rate or something. He has zip ties on that, holding it up. That's a good idea. It's like he uses a punch to get them back in again. Assuming he does. Uh-oh. No, you can't get them back in. Alright. Does he have another video? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That might have been his last video. Hmm. January of 2013. He's been uploading a lot, looks like. Whoop. I guess that's a search. I really wish I could sort this better. It looks like he just posted the teardown. I don't think he doesn't look like he posted it a reassembly. Ah, rabbit trail. Okay. Stuff I kind of already knew. There was a video I saw of this earlier. I just don't remember who did it and how and all that. Yeah. And bearings on. Reindeer. This doesn't have anything to do with the clutches, does it? Oh my word. Too much useless information. I need Aussie and gears. 2015, that's way newer, but is there any hints in here? Nope. He just has it all together already. Yeah. Getting a little discouraged here, guys. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This one might be easier than the one I have. I don't know. It is, just goes right in because it doesn't have the washers on. All right. Came with the kit. What? They just jam washers in there? Once again, if it comes out hard, wider drum pipe, they just put them in a grinder. That's no problem. Quite stubborn. Someone's taking it apart. Oh, his just falls out, huh? I mean, more useful than the other videos, but looks like I'm on my own, guys. It looks like I gotta figure this out on my own. I got spider grease out. Maybe we can do something. Zoom and talk, zoom and talk. All right, take the pin out and put it off to the side. Now what? Now he's rotating it. All right. So the only way I can see me rotating this is if I get a vice clamp thing. I don't have money for that right now. I could try to punch these things out. Oh, man, I don't know. Let me try. What for? Here's stock.
Sometimes breaks and that becomes an issue. Best way to deal with that if you break the pin is you just got to put a punch in. Bring your teeth side over here, blocked by one. Down that right there. Cross pin is free. Comes out.
Mm-hmm.
From there, spider free.
They're not free. Look, they're free. They can just move on their own. No, mine can't. Yours can. Mine can't. I don't understand. Another thought, I could take the old yokes here, put them in either side. We need to rotate opposite directions, right? So I can just stick some rods through there and try to crank it. And that might turn the gears enough. So what the manual says is I stick in this tool here with the thing here and like that, and somehow tighten it and pin gear, and then I can pull the shim out somehow with this magic tool that I can't get, or I don't think I can get. So really, just use that for a removal. Wow. And I'm not even entirely sure what the tool is supposed to look like. I saw online something that looked like part of the tool, but not like the entire tool. So I don't know. Um, could that would I mean it's so if I really don't like the idea of forcing it out. I don't know if it'll be tight enough. I also don't think I have strong enough washers to do the other plan. Could I do a combination of what I've tried so far? Like, can I put this in here? Help spread the gears. No, probably not, because then that would be rubbing if I rotate. So since there's a through hole, would this work? Thunder rolling, might rain. So if I, that doesn't seem like it's gonna fit through. No. And of course it won't go through that way because this thing is flattened on there, right? And that won't go through there. In theory, this would push it out if it could reach all the way in. Does this end come off at all, or is that on there? There's a pin holding it in. If I remove that pin, will this come out and then put back in easily? And would that be enough? I don't know. I like this tool. I don't want to damage it. But when you don't have the right tool for the job, what do you do? Do you butcher your own tools that attempt to make something that will work, or do you? I don't know. All right, that is moving. Poor thing. All right. Need a better punch. Where's my other punch? I have a bunch of them somewhere. Right? Where did I put them? Oh, that's right. They're all in here. Yeah, most of them, I guess. Smaller. Uh-oh. Maybe. Maybe not. My small punch is broken. Oh, this might work. Ow. Come on. There we go. All right. Pins out. Does that mean this is free? Yes. Okay. So then if I take this, and usually it's meant to push and not pull, so this might not be good for it. Oh man, it doesn't fit? You gotta be kidding me. Just barely doesn't fit in there. All right. This would have to be on the outside, and then I won't be able to turn anything. This doesn't go. Oh, it does go through. Go through that part. Well, that was a I want to say a bad idea. The idea didn't work. I'll just go in more. Ooh. Thunder. Rain and lightning. Angel, all around me. I wanted that to go more in. I want to go more in. Well, that turns out to be a problem later. I can mess with that later. I think it'll be fine. All right. No go. What if I... Look at this. Skinny side might fit in there. Or not. Nope. Nope. All right. Man, I guess I gotta do it this way then. I'm not super confident that this is gonna work the way I want it to. If I had another one of these, I could push the other side with this side. Maybe that would help, but I don't really know. All right, so that's putting pressure top and bottom. So if I stick these guys back in here, on the other side, doesn't really matter which one goes where, just they go in. Will that no longer line up? What's going on? There we go. All right. That. And then we'll drag these back down. Sucker, that's just over here. There it is. Oh, that's not it. Well, did I leave it over here? I think I did. Okay. Yep, that's it. Okay, so drag these back in with, there we go. Hopefully they don't strip or anything. rusty. Well, actually, I have replacements for these. I probably should just use the replacements, because then they're less likely to strip, you know? Oh, and it's already open. Alright. Pull these out. Let me put these in. Yeah, that's better. Less likely to strip and less likely to get stuck. Put this. Don't know when I got a bunch of these, but I'm kind of glad I did at this point. Come on. And over here. Okay. There's these over here, which I'm just gonna go straight up and replace. Although those don't look too bad, even not. Maybe that's fine. And here comes the rain. Raining down all around the world, we're singing. Actually, these might strip though at the top. I didn't see that. Never mind. Raining down. Can't you hear? Can't you hear the faces singing? Raining down. My heart is dry, but still I'm singing. Raining down. Where's the... There it is. Yep. Oh, look at that rain. It's coming down. Picked up a little bit there. Yeah. All right. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's a lot of effort. Nope, I'm not stuck. Don't want to make these too stuck, you know? Okay. So then the idea is I can rotate these by leverage. lots of leverage. So I have one stationary over here. I stand on it. Then I get something over here. And then I should be able to rotate this, right? In theory. Haha. It moved. It's moving. It looks like it's moving without the washer. Maybe the washers are just that stuck. Alright, so now I think this is now colliding with that, so I need to release this. I don't know if this really did much. Okay. There we go. Okay. Can I have this backwards, don't I? Here. Alright. I got backwards over here. I'm scared it's gonna just let go. There we go. Alright. I don't know if it matters which side these go in or come out of. This one was this one. And this one was this one. So if it does matter, let me keep that in mind. And try not to lose orientation, you know? Like I just lost orientation on this stuff. If it matters, I don't know. I guess that wouldn't make sense for it to matter. Okay. Well. So now, right, so white dot here, this one left, this one right, lower here. Need something more permanent than a white dot. Keep things in mind. So this has C35655 on the left, and then the right side has no numbers. So the side with numbers is on the left, and the side without numbers is on the right. We're just going to leave it like that for now until we get to the cleaning stage. All right. So now, should be able to take something out. This one seems eager to come out, so okay. Anything else? The clips. Oh, and another disc. All right. Bada bing. Bada bang. That is one destroyed clip there, or both of them actually. Wow. Yeah, these are broken. All right.